Alan, Paul, and Dylan, and we are here to show you a tutorial on how to use Python code to make an LED connected to a Raspberry Pi blink. So first off, Dylan will explain to you what the console does.
Alright, so this right here is the Linux shell. So first off, we're going to want to use our handy ls command. Now, this is going to give us all the files in the current directory, and the one we want to go to is GPIO Python code. So I'm going to type cd, which changes the directory. Make sure you're using the correct letters, because this is case sensitive.
And we pre-program this Python code on the computer. It should be on the desktop if you wanted to do this on your own.
So what you need to do is, of course, you want to run a Python code, and so what you need to do is you need to start to type Python, and then you type the name of the file. Okay, so we type, but wait, you need to make sure that you're running it under root permission. To run it under root permission, you need to use the sudo command. The sudo command will then give you root permission to the console. So I'm going to run the going to turn the light off right now, and Paul will show you. Yeah.
Okay, so now over here, coming over to our setup, the light is now off, and I will show you how to do the setup after you learn how to do the code. So let's go back to the code and learn how to turn this LED on.
Okay, so all you have to do is literally change a few letters.
So literally all...
Might Paul move over to the...
Okay, so move over here.
1, 2, 3.
So now the LED is on, and all we are doing is we're just taking these Python files up here, and we're just typing them in once it focuses.
Alright.
Okay, this is terrible focus, but there's Python files right there, and you just type them in with the command that Dylan gave you.
Now Alan will demonstrate how to do run the blinking.
Alright, so like Dylan said, you have to use sudo to get root access to your code. So, and then since it's a Python program, you're going to have to write Python also. So you see in your directory that there's a blink forever section of it. So we're going to do 3_blink _forever.py. And now if Paul can pan over to the LED, and I'll hit enter right now, it should blink.
So now it's blinking forever.
Alright, so...
Forever and ever and ever and ever.
Yep. And Paul will explain the wires and how the Raspberry Pi connects onto the breadboard to make the LED blink.
Okay, so over here we have our connector to connect to the Raspberry Pi pins. So this connector, you just plug it right in. So plug it in over here, and you have it right up top here. And now I plugged in 3 wires. You have a red wire plugged in on the top Raspberry Pi pin, so you can see that, and a black wire plugged into the top one, 3 over. And so the red one's going to serve as our positive power. So you can see you have a positive line right there, and then a negative. This camera cannot focus. And then a negative line, which you plug the black wire in. So after you have that, you want to plug in your LED. And the LED, when you have the LED, it has one side that's longer than the other, as you can see in this video. The longer side is the positive side, and the shorter side is the negative. So you plug this in, first two slots in the breadboard. So the positive side goes to the right. And then what you have with the green wire is plugged in over here to something called the GPIO pin, which just sends impulses to whatever you have plugged in. So you want to plug that in right next to the positive side, because the threshold's through the positive. So after that, LEDs only take a certain amount of voltage. So you want to plug a transistor into the resistor into the negative side to give the negative the power it needs, but not too much power. So you plug that in, and then you want to plug it in along the row of the negative side. Anywhere on the row should be fine. It's just when it puts power on a row, it puts power on just all 4 of the pins, not just one. So you plug that in there, and you should be able to make a blink.
Alrighty, thank you guys. It's Dylan, Paul, and Alan signing off on our first tutorial of Raspberry Pi and LED blinking. See ya.